Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Whole Views, and let's talk about episode 4 of Loki. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't so far. We've crossed 500. It's like a steam engine. We just gonna continue to roll, help us to continue to grow, help us to continue to do big things. Thank you. Question for the week. What stands out the most to you about this episode? To me, there's a lot of information that we got, a lot of things that were confirmed from week 3 to week 4. But the biggest thing that stood out to me has to be the fact that Marvel continues to do the fake deaths to us. So let's just start right there. When they knocked off Mobius, I was like, okay, I figure the show can go on, the show can survive without Owen Wilson. My producer and I had talked before this, and he said it was like they pulled a cottonmouth. Like, you got rid of one of the best people on the show midway through the show, and it's like, yeah, they did do that on Luke Cage. But I thought in this case, Loki can continue to be Loki without Owen Wilson. But the moment towards the end that we started to see Loki disintegrate from that center of the chest and then he vanished, I knew then, oh, we're gonna find out now that pruning someone just means sending them somewhere else, because there's no way this show is going to continue forward without Tom Hiddleston. And I must say that I'm kind of tired of it, but at the same time, like, we all knew what it was. Like, something had to happen in that moment, and it's not the worst thing in the world that happened to him. I won't lie though, they did have me going. I really thought Owen Wilson was disintegrated. I thought everyone that had been touched up until that point was disintegrated. And to see it happening to Loki, it kind of just like pulled me right out of the show. Like, nope, nothing is gonna happen. He's gonna be fine. It would have been more impactful to me if like they stabbed him through the chest. That's actually what I thought was gonna happen. I thought she would have hit him with the knife and it jabbed through his chest. But I guess, you know, it's Disney Plus, it's not that dark. But still, the implication is that he's dead. And if you don't watch until the credits, is like, you would have thought he was dead. And they always doing that to us, making us think that somebody died when they didn't. And it's getting old. It really is getting old. Besides that, I must say that I liked learning Sylvie's like backstory. Not all of it still. There's still a lot to learn about the character. But the fact that she wasn't lying in episode 3, as some people may have thought, like, no, she's a Loki, and she's a female Loki, and it looks like she didn't do anything except play with her toys, and that caused a problem, and they ripped her out of her life, and that's crazy. Also, theories that need to be like shot down now, like it's over with, it's done. The idea that Jonathan Majors might be made up to be one of the timekeepers, that didn't happen. It's wild to me that they chose to do that with the timekeepers and the whole setup, and I'm actually quite clueless as far as where's the show gonna go from here with who's pulling the strings. I have no clue who could be behind everything. If you know, if you have ideas, please let us know in the comments. The last thing to touch on is actually something that made me kind of cringy a little bit, is Loki falling for himself. Like, that is, like, I don't know about it, man. Like, I don't know about it, man. It's rough because it's just weird. It's something that I actually never thought about too much. Again, my producer and I are talking in pre-production and talking about what implications that would have, and like, what would that look like realistically. And obviously it's a fantasy show, none of it is real, none of it is realistic, but man, I think it takes a special type of narcissist or a special type of weird to be into yourself, a female version of you. Something that never crossed my mind, and actually I'm gonna stop thinking about it right now. Those are my thoughts on this episode of Loki. If you have any thoughts that you would like to share, please leave a comment. Please subscribe to the channel and enjoy yourself, guard your heart, and please come back and check out more videos.